Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 15. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord.
All right, the righteous, man. All right, the ones that's going to be saved in this upcoming destruction is spoke about in Revelation chapter 7. All right, the 144,000 men, all right, that go out and teach this word publicly. All right, teach that our people are the children of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and who the one that they even call Jehovah, the Father's true name is Yahweh. The one that they even call Jesus Christ, his true name is Yahawashi. Mean Yah be he, Hawashi mean deliverer, a savior, man. All right? So the righteous, they're going to be crowned. They're going to be protected, man. Start from the top again, Babakasha.
All right, it says, but the righteous live forevermore.
So the righteous going to live forevermore, man, because why? They believe on the name of Yahawashi, who the word even called Jesus Christ, man.
2017.
Keep going.
It says, the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord. And the care of them is with the Most High.
All right, the care with them is with the Most High, man, because why? That's our treasure in heaven, man. All right?
That's right, and Yahweh cares for us. That's our Father, man. You know, and also the reward, the whole kingdom, the whole essence of the kingdom is behind this door called Yahawashi. It's a, you know, he represents that. Everything that he is, he bringing his vibe. Everything he likes is the kingdom. Right? And that's why I say the reward is with him, man. Eternal life, the new bodies, everything, he got it with him. Yes.
Psalms 33 and 18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waited for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trust in his holy name.
Right.
Yes. Basically, so those that are sealed up as the elect, that's what our hope is for. And that's what, just like his eyes are upon the sinful kingdom to destroy Edom, to destroy these other nations and put them in slavery, right? His eyes are still upon the ones that fear his name and want to follow behind his ways and come out here on the highways and byways and promote his truth. All right, for the name of Yahweh, Shemi Yahawashi.
Go on.
Great interjection.
It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13.
No. The 2 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13.
It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 4.
Alright.
You want to bring this up? Alright. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 15. Start from the top again. It says, but the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom, and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. So just like the brother said, man, all right, the Lord has care for the ones that are out here pushing the truth for him, man. They're standing diligently for him, man. All right, so if you're out here pushing forth the truth, man, the Lord is watching out for you. Just like Sirach 4:28, man, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. All right, so it's a mutual thing, man. So long as you out here pushing for the Lord, he gonna push for you, man. You turn your back on the Lord, man, he gonna turn your back on you. It don't hurt him, man. It's gonna hurt you at the end, because you're gonna need him.
Quick precept, quick interjection. All right, this is the book. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 12. It says, "Woe be to the fearful hearts and fake hands." It says, "And the sinners that go two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted and believe not. Therefore shall he not be offended. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?"
Right, he's not going to be defended.
So 2/3 of our people is not going to be defended. The ones that was in this truth and lost patience and went back into the world, all right, you already know what the Lord's going to do unto you when he come back, man.
Right, man. And you are, if you were in this truth or in a camp, and then you went back into the world, man, and you still calling on Yahweh and Yahawashi, baiting people in, just talking like you're in the truth, you're in the spirit of derision, and you are a hypocrite. You know what I mean? And the Lord's going to destroy you. He's going to say that to you. When the last day shows up, and judgment day is here, he's going to say, "I never knew you."
Gone.
And real quick, Babakasha, don't they also go to the high-minded ones?
The high-minded ones.
The ones that think they already have that crown, what he just read?
That's right, man.
The Lord going to bring you a crown. You're not a king yet.
That's right.
You're a king under construction.
And that go for the people that do go out and teach.
King under construction.
You know? You're a king under construction. acting like you already.
Oh,
You think some of these cats talking from inside the chariot to you. You know, you better get your shit together. I ain't letting you in here.
For real, like they got the keys.
Yeah, like they
Like they the open door.
Yeah. You ain't DJ Khaled.
We the best.
You got the keys, huh? All right, go ahead, bro.
Alright.
Sign and drive.
Alright, you can come down the spot. Go back. That was it?
Yeah.
You can bring it one more time.
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 15. It says, but the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand.
Alright, because why, man? We look for a new heaven and new earth, man. Alright, we're not looking to stay in this society with faggots, lesbians, women walking around with their ass all out, their cleavage, blonde hair, men walking around faggots. We're not looking to stay here, man. We're looking for the kingdom to come. You know? Alright, all these, man, we're not looking for staying in this abominable kingdom with fluoride in the water. Alright, they spraying chemtrails in the air. We eat GMO food.
And that makes sense too, cause you know, scriptures tell you, you know, for all the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations done in the midst thereof. But he say what? Seek him early while he may be found. So we supposed to be upset with the things we see. But then once you get into this truth, you get afflicted. Now you want out of affliction. Now you want out of bondage. So which one is it? You know, which one is selfish and which one is it? The one where you want to get out of bondage is selfish. The one where you want your affliction to end is selfish. But the one where you don't want to see affliction no more, I don't want to see wickedness. I don't want to see faggots and unjust laws, unrighteous taxes, all these holidays and shit like that. That means you want to see Yahawashi happy.
And just like how we come downtown and teach, and you can just pan around and you see Jake just living on the streets like that, living the lifestyle that Esau's supposed to be living. And you look over at this high-rise hotel and these condos down here, you don't see nothing but Edomites living in this thing. You know what I'm saying? What does that scripture say? You shall see slaves riding upon horses, and princes, paraphrases. And we hate to see that. Now, yeah, we feel the affliction and the oppression day by day of this society, but what makes it even worse is to see our people suffering, and they don't even have a clue. You know, you want that, like how it said in Deuteronomy, you'll smite us with madness. You want that madness to be over for our people, because they're sick. You know?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10.
Just like when Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? That the prayer that he prayed to the Yahweh in John 17.
I was sitting here thinking about it in my head.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's exactly. He's like, you know what? He's like, you don't have to take them out of the world, but to save them from the evil in the world. You know? I know it's not the time for them to be taken out of the way just yet, because the Negroes, Latinos, are the Native Americans, are the Israelites of the Holy Bible. We need to get out of that Catholicism, being Catholics, out of the churches. It's not for us.
Right. And also when Yahawashi was on the Valley of Gethsemane, when he prayed with Peter and them, you know, when he was praying to Yahweh, he didn't want to go through the affliction. But what did he say? For the children of Israel, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And for the Father, I'll do it. He said that he prayed that none of us be lost. So he prayed that only he be taken and not Peter and them. That's why when somebody, I think it was Peter, cut off the ear of that soldier, he put the ear back on. Because he didn't want them to try to kill or take Peter and them. But he didn't want nobody to be lost. He wanted everybody to see everything through and become disciples and teachers. That same spirit is out there that loves us today. He wants us to make it. All right, he wants us to make it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. But we gotta want the same thing for him. You know, we gotta want to see him happy. We gotta want to see his spirit spread throughout the earth. See him get blessed by Yahweh more, glorified. And by doing that, you'll see yourself glorified.
Real quick, Babakashaka, what the scripture say? We're supposed to esteem each other as we will ourselves.
That's right, man. And we always think on the lower level. We need to think about him. You know? Yep. Go ahead, brother. Let's keep rocking.
This 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 18. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words.
Alright, so we're supposed to comfort one another with these words, man. The words of Yahawashi. Alright? The fountain of living waters, man. All right, we're supposed to come from one another to stay motivated in this truth, to push each other. All right.
Even if the words can be uncomfortable at times, because sometimes you need that extra push to be more diligent. Because a lot of people could be more profitable in this truth than others. All right, so don't think because you're doing the bare minimum that you're getting by that you're being profitable. All right, so if you have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to go above and beyond, you should do that. Because what does that do? That helps your brother out. All right, you're setting a standard, and your brother's going to want to follow. It's like provoking the jealousy and righteous jealousy. You know, you're going to provoke your partner, like your brother, like, oh man, he did 6 videos this week. Man, I only did 2. Let me try to see if matter of fact, let me link up with the brother and try to do a couple sit downs with him. I might be able to learn something. And that's called being charitable. And there's open doors and outlets for you to be that way. And for you, you know what I'm saying, for people for you to go to get extra knowledge. That's why we're set up in place as a brotherhood like that.
I can say this too.
Go ahead.
Instead of looking down upon a brother, build a brother up. If he looking like he's being weak in the faith, build him up. Go around him. All right, do lessons with him. Build him up. Pray for him, man. Don't just talk shit and talk down about him. Because how you know that he might not be how you don't know he might be the elect and you not? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll say this. What takes more patience? Fishing or watching a flower grow? Watching something grow.
Flower grow.
The same process almost, patience, right? But with a fish, you just cast a line out and you wait for that tug. But with nurturing a plant is what we deal with, branches and plants, right? Spiritually, is you got to nurture it, you got to prune it, you got to care for it, you got to be patient. You can't tell it when to grow, right? If it don't grow quick enough for you, just cut it off. See that?
Or if it's growing the wrong way, you pull it out and plant another seed.
Right, but what did the Most High say? He said he waters. One man planted.
Most High give it the increase.
But Most High give it the increase. So who the hell is, you know? What? One man water, another man plant the seed. You know? So one person plant the seed in the person's mind, and then they walk up the street, and then the next person they gonna water it. The next person you plant a seed, they watering it, the gardeners. You know, but it takes patience to be in this truth on every level. Being a steward, or being the leader of a ship, the front part of a ship. You know, the front part of a wave. Because in this camp, we don't deal with that order of saying bottom top. No, we say forward, back to the front, with like a wave. You know, we flow forward in a line, man, as a team. Go ahead, brother.
And a lot of people, that's funny you mentioned wave. A lot of people would think the crashing part of the wave, the front part of the wave is the most powerful part. No, it's the undertow of under. That's the most powerful part. That's what snatches you under, right, and takes you away. And think about patience. Esau's being patient, all right, to set his kingdom up to this point now.
They some patient motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You ever
Cunning
sit down?
hunter.
Yeah, you sit down in one of their government meetings.
It's supposed to be like hours.
You're gonna fall asleep. And they made it that way to keep us out. They literally did that. It's called newspeak. It's called newspeak. So where they add words in and they have boring ass dialogue. And you ain't gonna want to listen to that. They did that ever since the time of Rome. They used to force us. They used to force us to listen to their devotions given out on the cathedral stairs and shit like that. We were forced to listen to that shit. If we ain't listen to it, we can put it to death. You had to sit there and listen to their dialogue. Yeah, it wasn't no fire in it. There wasn't no hope in their speeches. There wasn't no promises. There wasn't no beauty of the kingdom. None of that. You know, like the prophets were speaking. Compared to these damn devils.
There wasn't no mystery. There wasn't nothing that enticed you to want to learn it.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? That just shows their spirit. They're just bland and boring. But that's what works for them.
Yeah.
You know, and then because when something's bland and boring, it has no structure, right? So and they're a shameless nation. They have no structure. In the beginning, the Republican Party was more of a family-oriented party. They didn't believe in abortions and things like that. But now you have them passing laws for homosexuality to be passed and for abortion to be passed. But in the beginning, they weren't for anything like that. The whole United States government wasn't for that in a whole. But they changed their laws as they go to fit what? Their will. Because
that's what they did in secrecy. Now the secrecy is becoming open.
Yeah, okay.
They did all those things in secrecy.
Kirk getting uplifted.
Kirk getting uplifted.
That's what I was just about to say. Skirt getting lifted up.
How are the things that Esau searched out? The Lord's searching y'all out like a cancer. He's going to get to the core of it. Go ahead, brother.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 8.
Right, so the basic point the brother's talking about before we changed was being patient, man, and dealing with each other as brothers and being in the truth.
They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever.
Wow.
So
someday, man.
somebody get Revelation, what it is, Daniel's, the saints just take the kingdom by force, because the kingdom that's going to come under Yahawashi, all right, it's going to be beautiful and forever, man. All right, and the elect is going to reign with Yahawashi for 1,000 years. All right, read that part one more time.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 8. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people.
So we're going to judge the nations, man. These other nations, these heathens. All right, and we're going to have dominion over these people, man.
But only God.
Because why? They are our possessions. All right. Well, it spoke about Obadiah. They should possess their possessions, man. All right. All these other heathen nations are our possessions.
And if you think about it, we're judging the nations and 2/3 of our people right now. This judgment just hasn't been set yet. See, we're judging them according to these scriptures, and we're evaluating and searching out the hopeful elect. But through the judgment, the punishment for the judgment hasn't been placed yet. It's already been placed, but it hasn't been manifest yet.
What the scripture says, though it tarry, wait for it.
Right, man, it's almost here, man. The reward. The reward. See, you people hate that Yahawashi about to be revealed. We love it. We're waiting for that day, because we know we just love Yahawashi first of all. You know, you love your friend that gave his life for you, man. You know, and to know that everything the world did to him. All right? Even when he's in the spirit realm, how we treated him and treated Yahweh. All right, but we waiting on Yahawashi to return, man, so we can see righteousness on this earth. All right, so we can have our home back. You know, we got homes in this place, like a concentration camp. You know, but to have a home, a destination for us, man, on this earth. Shit crazy, man.
What did Yahawashi say? The Son of Man have not a place to lay his head, man. We have no rest in this society. You know? Like and Yahawashi didn't want to rest in this society. That's why he said the Son of Man ain't have no place to lay his head.
He'd rather die than be here. He proved it.
Yeah, true.
He proved it. If any of them prophets came back to this earth today, and they knew who they were, which they are here today, but if Abba Bivens would have known who he was straight up, I'm Elijah. Well, he partially did. That's why he was giving y'all hell. You know? But if they was taken from that time and brought here, they would bug out, man. They would go around slaying people, putting them to death.
And that's what Elijah did.
Calling the fire down from heaven.
Right, but the Lord put us in these times, so we were born into sin, so we have a certain humility about it. So we wouldn't be going out here killing people and putting them to death. He said what? He that is without sin cast you the first stone. So we were born into sin, so the Lord set it up to where we'd be in a humble state and forced to be in that same spirit he's in a low, meek spirit. All right? 49:23.
49:23. All right. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 8 again. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. Verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth.
So they that put their trust in Yahawashi will understand the truth, man. Will understand what it says. The truth should set you free. So by you find out who you are, you're free from the spiritually bondage. You know what I'm saying? By you knowing what's finna come, that's worth the wait for, man. All right?
And that's what brings forth fear,
not knowing
the outcome of a situation. If you know the outcome of every situation you encounter, that will eliminate the process of fear. It would eliminate that anxiety. If you walking up and somebody rob you, you're like, and you know for a fact I can take this gun, put it in my pocket, kick him in his ass, and send him on his way. If you know that in your head, and that's exactly what's going to happen, where's the point of having fear within that?
Because if somebody tells you what's in that dark ass tunnel and where everything is, you know, you're gonna have an easier way going through that tunnel, man, in the dark. He's our light in the tunnel, in the dark. He's telling us what rocks to look out for, what stones. That's a rat right there. That's a snake. That's some shit right there. Don't step in that. Right? You're almost there. You're almost there. Keep pushing. I fell. Oh shit. Get up. Get up. Don't lean on that. That's nasty. Get up. You know?
Matter of fact, take that off and put this garment on.
Put this garment on. Now you can get clean yourself.
Yeah.
You know, he's doing that. He's walking us through that long ass tunnel from out of hell.
That's like,
you know,
it's like how you say our people like to wallow in the mud. It's like our people wallowing in shit.
Yeah.
And we walk around here creased up.
Yep. And he's the one that sent us into the tunnel.
Yeah.
At the beginning, he's the one that's gonna meet us at the other end. You know?
Calling out to us like, hey, come here.
Yeah. And you know, you think about it, man. Like, imagine being at the Greyhound bus stop, and you be talking to somebody on the phone the whole time, right? You probably sad. They like, I can't come get you. Now I can't come. I'm not gonna be able to come there and get you. I done came all the way to this city and you not there. What the hell? But then they be like, psych, I'm right over in the corner. You be like, oh, you right there the whole time, right? That's what we're dealing with in this truth. You know, Yahawashi is out there, and before we came into this truth, we didn't know about it. But he was out there the whole time, and he's still out there. And when you pray, it's really, he really hearing you. It ain't like imaginary or church where you like, you know, I did my part, but that part don't really exist yet. No, he exists now. He's on the throne now. The fact that we even able to stand here shows that he's on the throne. He's ruling. Pushing Esau to the end, to their destruction, guiding them to their judgment. That shows that he's ruling. And he out there. You can really feel his presence if you think like that. You know, there's no partition between you.
Things that you do and say in this life truly do matter.
Yeah.
And what you go by to do and to say is in this book right here. It's like for the stutter, but it's in this book right here.
That's right, man.
That's all it is.
So he's out there, man. Yahawashi is literally out there. And we on this damn earth. And the heavens is beautiful. Everything in the house is order. And upon the earth, everything is in order too. A beautiful disorder.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord set that in motion because he wanted that way. All right? He let your damn devils loose and run your course around the earth. You know, chasing the children of Israel around the earth. Go ahead, get back to your point now.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth.
Right. The ones that put their trust in the Lord. And how do you do that? Catch a picture of this brother here, this camp. What he doing right now. That's how you put your trust in the Lord. And what we have done. You know, and what you have done to believers out there. Revelations 1 and 3, we ain't got to get it. It say what? Blessed is he that readeth. And they that hear the words of this prophecy, because the time is at hand. You see that? So reading, seeking Yahawashi, coming out to the camp, pushing so you can be in the camp. You know, seeking the Lord 10 times more. Seeking his face. Go ahead, brother.
Reset.
Oh, where was that? That was you reading? Oh, go ahead. Keep on.
And such as be faithful in love shall abide with them.
Right. So such as follow in the laws and in the spiritual law, which is commandment of faith, and you follow along those in faith, man. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So if you're keeping all the laws, that's going to be your evidence. You know, believe to the best of your ability. You know, the commandments, to come out here and teach. All the things that the commandments require of you.
Not to cut you off, but if you was to, like you just said, if you was to keep all the commandments, that'd be your evidence.
That's right.
And the reason for your evidence is because my faith, da-da-da-da. But if you had no faith and you were just following the laws, why are you following these laws?
Right.
You be looking stupid. You doing these reasons. You doing this for no.
Yeah, they become a hollow shell.
Right.
An outward Israelite.
Wow, that's crazy.
But not inwardly.
I mean, you're still breaking the law though, because you don't have faith in Yahawashi,